Good evening everybody and welcome to Calm Lands and welcome to tonight's stream. Hope everyone is doing well and hope you've all had a great week so far. So we are back on Calm Lands for some more fun and games. So our main job for tonight is going to be chopping our cornfield. So we've joined again by Stevie. How are you, Stevie?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah. Great to be back.
Good, good. How's your week been?
Yeah, great. Weather's a bit wet, but other than that, good week so far.
Good to hear. And we're also joined by Storm again, who was with us last week. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good to hear. Right. Hopefully I won't, there we go, send the Kubota into the bushes. So yeah, what we're going to do is pretty much make a start on the corn tonight. Do need to do a bit of work first, building the silos so we've got somewhere to put the actual corn once it's been chopped. So we'll head over there. I think Stevie's going to make a start on sowing the barley in the top field that we harvested the sorghum in last time. We'll also I need to just check the cows, see if we need to mix up some TMR as well before we get started. So as I said, hope everyone's had a great week. So while we do that, we'll just quickly check how the cows are doing. Yeah, they could do some feed. Sheep are fine, chickens are fine. So yeah, we'll mix up a load of TMR before we get going. So who we got in the, we got Adnan Farmer saying hi, hey to you. I can find my tractor, find where I put the glass, I'll get this on the feed mixer. Right, what I do need to remember as well is remembering how to drive with the steering wheel. I tried using the steering wheel for one of the time-lapse videos and it was just too awkward, so I switched back to the Xbox controller. I enjoy using the steering wheel, but for the time-lapse stuff it's just too much of a faff. Keep swapping between the steering wheel and the Xbox controller. So I kind of moved it out of the way for the last few time-lapse videos, so got it set back up for tonight though. So also we've got the Snake in saying hello, LP11 fan saying hello, hey to you too as well, Raven Jock saying what's up. Landon Vadlo saying hello. Tommy Brusher Vlogs Gaming saying hi Sim, hey to you. I should have known I wasn't going to get in there in one go. It was a bit too tight of a turn. Lucas Rosier saying hello, hey to you. Ronnie saying hi Sim Farmer, hey to you. And Toys Van Den Top saying hello. I'll just park this over here because our hay bales are kind of all over the place. I do need to try and look at getting some bale storage set up. Can't remember what we was doing for this. I think it's one straw,
2 silage, 1 hay, and the rest with straw.
The rest with straw. I can never remember. 3 different feed mixer wagons on the different save games. I keep getting confused which mixer wagon I've got on which save game. Aviation Central saying, hey Sim. Aviation Central's always asking, how old are you, Stevie, if you don't mind answering.
I am 35 years of age.
35. Young spring chicken compared to me.
Well, I'm 35 and a half, if the half makes any difference.
Still younger than me anyway. Half or not. I'm closer to 40 than I am to 39, put it that way. Oh no, technically, no, I'm probably 38 and a half actually. Or not nearly. So yeah, still closer to 39 than 40, but unfortunately there's only one way I'm going. Black First Gamer saying you are the best farming simulator YouTuber. Thank you for that. I appreciate your kind comments, and welcome to the stream. Isaiah Power saying hello, hey to you. Ux DNA saying hello Sim and Stevie and cool, hey to you. Palad saying hey Sim. Ronnie saying hi Sim, I love your live stream, thank you. Giobarto saying hello, sorry if I got your name wrong. No Name Game saying hi, how much do you use course play in the time lapse? I've only used it for a couple of fields in the time lapses. I don't use it that often, not on camera anyway. When I'm recording I try and use do the work as much as myself, so I use course play for the forage harvester because obviously it makes life a bit easier when you've got a decent worker doing the forage harvesting. I used it briefly to do one field for the fixed camera section because I had to go and do something, so I had to just leave the worker on. Normally I'd just do that work myself on the other PC. I probably will start using course play a little bit more as we go. Is that done now? Oh, we got yeah. But I don't use course play. I'm not like, I don't stick a worker on course play and then just leave the camera following the worker. That's not something I kind of do. But I probably will start using it a little bit more now I've got it set up. Or got it installed at least. Especially on No Man's Land now, the farm's getting bigger. I'm getting more fields, it'll be easier to set a worker off with course play, so I know they're going to do at least 95% of the field rather than a standard worker that misses loads. Do one more load of TMR and then just chuck a few straw bales in on their own so I can top the straw up, and then that should do us for now. Latvia Nagra, thank you very much for the $1.99 super chat. Where can I get your free fence? It's on the mod hub. It's called, I think it's pretty much called Free Fence. There should be a link on the No Man's Land time-lapse mod list. I'm pretty sure it's just called free fencing.
Free fences and bushes, I think it's called.
Yeah, something like that. It doesn't show you on the installed mods, does it? Script mods on here. It only shows you like equipment. Well, technically that one shows up, so. Yeah, it doesn't show up on here, so I can't show you what the actual name is. Strange how the liftable pallets and big bags shows up on here, but not the landscaping and fencing one. Probably, yeah. Yeah, mixing TMR in games, I imagine, is completely different to how you would do it in real life. I know I watched one farmer, I think it was an Irish farmer, they put like mixing in barley and other stuff in theirs. I think the game's a very, very basic way of doing total mix ration. Bootleg Random Game Life saying, hello Sim Farmer, I'm your new subscriber from Indonesia. Well, thank you for being a subscriber and hope you enjoy the content and welcome to the stream. When we upload the mod list for Western Wilds, the Western Wilds mod list is uploaded now. The link is on the general mod list link. There should be then a link on there to the Western Wilds. There's a couple of mods missing that I forgot to put on. One of them being the farmhouse, because I completely forgot that was a separate mod and not included in the ranch pack. So I need to add that, and I think there may possibly be another couple of mods I've missed off. Yeah, that should do for now. Yeah, so if you check the link to the mod list, it should come up Western Wilds. Also, there is a save game from midway through episode 26, I think it was. Where I say there is a couple of mods missing. I just need to get round to putting them on. Also, I did add a few more mods to the No Man's Land mod list, but again, that needs quite a lot more added on to it that I've started using recently. Oops, why's my brakes not working? Kind of overshot where I wanted to go then. Still find this far easier with the Xbox controller. Also, doing it in first person is not easy because you've got such a rubbish view. I need to see if that mod that was out on FS19 where you had the better camera positions for reversing and stuff. I kind of like lean to the side a little bit. It made life a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm doing a really poor job of this again. I will do it out of cab. It's far easier. I'll get there eventually. As I say, practice makes perfect. This particular server's private one at the moment, and it's not cross-play compatible because we've got quite a few script mods on, so it wouldn't be possible at this time. Cadenberg saying you should put a time-lapse series on Welker Farms. Welker Farms has been removed, hasn't it, from the model? I assume it's probably got a few issues that need fixing. I'll just put this back in here for a bit, and well, the next job we need to do is build the bunker silos.
Storm, do you want to come help me sowing barley in the field?
No Name Game saying love your work, I'm literally addicted to it by now. Oh, thank you. Latvia Naga saying using today's video No Man's Land. I don't know if I've missed the previous comment there, I'm not sure what you're on about. Using today video No Man's Land. I don't know what you mean. Oh yeah, the reading your super chats. Ignore me. Yeah, it should be on the mod list, that fencing. I can't remember the exact name of it. Right, let's go into build mode. So first thing we'll do is just take off a little bit of this fuel down here. See if that's a little big enough. Building silos. So the ones I'm going to use are off the mod hub as well. These are the same ones I used on No Man's Land. I probably want to take just a little bit more off the grass field, so we're not too close to the back of the bunker silos. Where's my snap rotation not working on that? So we'll have to eyeball this because it's not working on the snap rotation. What we're going to do, we'll build one first, we'll fill that one, and then what we can do is, actually we'll do two to start with because I'm definitely going to fill that. We can just add as many as we need as we go along. I think two should do us to start with at least. I'm not sure how much we're going to get. Tidy this little bit up around here. We'll get some grass on there. Oh, take that back a little bit closer if we can. Can't leave it jagged. It needs to be straight. Oh, that'll do for now. We'll probably add at least one more, I reckon, on there. And we can sort out the rest of this bit. What I might do is just bring that down. Open that out a little bit. Right, so that's that done. Just catch up on chats. LP11 fan, from which money goes the donation? From Google Play or PayPal? If you do the super chat, it goes through Google, because it's through YouTube's own thing. There is a PayPal link in the video description for a PayPal donation link. I think there's one in there anyway. If you want to do it direct through PayPal, that's to a separate thing, but it doesn't come up as a super chat on the screen. I think the super chat one is just through Google. I don't know if you can pay through PayPal through that. I've never tried. Aviation Central, tell Steve that his No Man's Land series is so good and that he needs to keep up the good work.
Thank you.
There you go, thank you from Stevie. Aviation Central, and our ration is corn stalks, wet skeleton, dry gluten, cottonseed, almond meal, corn silage, rye silage and straw. That's a lot of... I presume it varies quite a bit from different places as to what they use, and then probably what cows you're feeding as well, what the mix will be. I've seen quite a few different ones on YouTube and that. Brendan Velt saying, do you use seasons on No Man's Land? Yes, so I use the standard seasons rotation calendar. So same as what we've got on here, which is the just 1 day per month and seasonal growth on. I will be changing my No Man's Land to 2 days per month soon, because I'm struggling to get everything done in the 1 month that it needs doing. So I probably will be switching that at the end of the current month I'm on, so it changes to 2 days, just to give me a little bit more time each month to get everything done that needs doing. What we'll do is we'll go and grab the forage harvester. So we
And the sprayer.
yeah, I'll see if we can see what we can get with the money we've got. We are going to be buying to lease because we don't have enough money to buy stuff at the moment. Is this where they are? Where are we? Forage harvesters. So the forage, no, that's harvesters. Forage harvester we're going to go with the John Deere. I've decided we're going to go with the 8500i. Go for the long pipe because it always makes life a little bit easier. We want this. We'll increase that a little bit just in case. So we're leasing these, but what we will do is as you come here, we can actually now purchase this. At the moment, obviously, we can't afford the rest of it, but when we do have enough money, we'll actually just buy it outright, so it'll be ours to keep then. So that's the, I think it's the buy to lease mod. Same with the header as well. So we can just purchase that. That price will reduce when we get more hours and days on. So we won't be paying that much. We also need to get a sprayer so we can spray herbicide. What do you prefer, tractor mounted or trail sprayer?
Tractor mounted.
Tractor mounted, okay. I think there's only the one with a spot spray that we've got, so that'll be the Governland. Just trying to think whether it's worth getting another trailer or not. Which trailer have we got? That's nearly 40,000. Just thinking it might be worth upgrading our trailer. $68. Oh, decisions. Archon saying, hello Sim, can you make a video on your FDR machine controls? Possibly, I'll have a look at doing something. I did mean to post up a screenshot of my actual key bindings, which I forgot to do. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'll do it now, just so you can see what the actual key bindings are. If I can find where I actually saved the picture. Right, there you go. So if you check out the community page on my channel, I've just posted a screenshot of the controls I've set up so far for the FDR logging equipment. I've only done the Xbox controller, I haven't done keyboard or mouse controls. I have literally only done the Xbox controller, and I have only done a few, just the ones I needed for the tree harvester and the loader. So I haven't done all the additional ones. But yeah, if you check out the community tab, there should be a screenshot on there now. What I do need to do is get Streamlabs back up. Yeah, I meant to put that screenshot up when I took it in the stream. I don't know if it was in the last stream or the stream before, and I completely forgot I hadn't done it. The Snake saying, will you ever make a map? I'd love to try and make a map, but as I've said before, I just don't have the time to learn how to do all the XML files for a map, and if I was to make a map, I'd want to make a completely unique map to myself with like custom buildings. I wouldn't do it on an actual proper area in real life, but I would base it on an area. So I'd take inspiration from an area, but I wouldn't try and do like a completely realistic replica of a certain area. But I would like to try and do all the buildings so they're kind of unique to my map. And learning how to do all the 3D modelling, texturing, and then getting those in game working correctly. It's just time I don't have to learn how to do all that. But I would love to be able to do it. I suppose the easiest thing to do would be to just start off editing a map in Giants Editor, like completely changing one of the base game maps around and re-editing it to just start learning, rather than getting into all the 3D modelling buildings and stuff first. But yeah, at the moment, as much as I'd love to do it, it's just not something I can even consider doing. But you never know, in the future maybe I'll get more time and I'll have a go. But I'll just leave that there for a bit until the other two are ready. What we'll do actually is...
Yeah, we're about ready now soon, I think.
Are you coming over now? Alright, nice one.
Did you buy a second trailer?
I didn't know. I don't know if he was going to use the MAN or get a second trailer. I can get one. We've got enough money to get one.
A star might use the man truck and the big trailer maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. If it, I mean, it's a big field, but it shouldn't take too long with three of us. So. Michael Lipka saying, if someone makes a mod for console, it has to go through Giants yet. I have a question. Did you ask a question? I have a question. What sawmill is that you use? Which sawmill? I've got two different ones. The sawmill on No Man's Land is included in the No Man's Land map, so it's one Alien Jim added to the map. So it's not a separate mod. The one on the Western Wilds, yeah, the sawmill on the Western Wilds go in cab, it's a little bit quieter. Yeah, the sawmill on the Western Wilds is a sawmill off the mod hub from Zodelzocht, I think it's from. It's part of like a production chain pack. But I don't have that one on here. So I know there's quite a few sawmills that look very similar on mod hub. But there should be a link to that on the Western Wilds time-lapse series mod list for the one I'm using on there. At the moment on here we don't have a sawmill built yet. LP11 saying I need more Google Play money. No worries. Raven Jock, Scotland, for TMR we use hay, silage, straw, barley, oilseed, rape. Canoda and calcium. Jess is in the chat saying hi, how are you? Good to see you again, hope you're doing well. Aviation Central, we have two 9,900 eyes on at our farm. We prefer the class, but the local dealer is a pain to deal with, so we went for some John Deeres to keep them going in good service. Oh, there we go. Trying to work out how to lift the header then. No, that's disconnect. Ah, get me buttons mixed up again. Doing in cab, I can't see what's going on in the trailer, but it's so loud when you're up close to it. The Corona trailer, the trouble with the Corona trailers, they are just forage trailers. And at the moment, because we're limited on cash, I'd rather get a trailer that takes everything, so we can use it for grain as well as forage stuff. We've got two trailers, there's only three of us as well, so if we had a third trailer at the moment, we couldn't really do much of it unless we put a worker on here. What's the APR on the forage harvester? I think it's 2%. I think the interest on it is, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the mod calculates the price. MS Modding saying evening, good evening to you, welcome to the stream. Carlos Spilt Farming saying hello, hey to you. Tyrant Deluxe saying hello from Norway, hey to you. Yeah, I'm using my steering wheel. So, as I said at the start, I'm not using it for the time-lapse videos because it's too awkward to keep jumping between the Xbox controller and the steering wheel. So, but for the live streams, I'll be using the steering wheel and side panel. And when I get back to doing the Let's Plays as well, I'll be using it on there. Ronnie saying hi from Finland. Hey to you. Mario's saying howdy from South Georgia. Good evening to you, and welcome to the stream as well.
How fast you going, Alexandre?
12 kilometers an hour.
That's okay, I have the cruise control fix that, so.
Yeah, I'll set the header to 15 maximum, but this doesn't have the power for a 9 meter to get faster than 12 by the looks of it. Colin saying, hey mate, I downloaded the latest version of Terraform. For some reason it shows in my active mods when I load the game, but doesn't open the menu when I press the correct command. No idea. I don't even know how to open the menu myself for Terraform. I just know how to turn on the bucket for the FDR stuff, which is Y on the keyboard. That's the only command I know. I have no idea what the command is to actually open the menu for it. Oh, I've disconnected the header again. I don't have it installed on here, so I can't try it. But so far I've not had any issues with Terraform on my save game. So I don't know of any conflicts. None that I'm aware of anyway. I presume so. You will have to have a vehicle that's compatible with terraforming for it to probably show up, or an implement attached to a vehicle that's got it enabled. So like a compatible bucket with a telehandler or a wheel loader. I presume. I don't think it does show up on any vehicle that doesn't have Terraform enabled on it, that I'm aware of anyway. Or say an implement attached that has terraforming as an option. Yeah, but I don't read descriptions of mods. I just download stuff and install it, and then try and figure out in game. I thought it may have just come up in the help F1 help window, but it doesn't show. And I couldn't see anything in the key bindings for opening the menu either. So I don't have it installed on this particular save game to have a look. Anyway, Sim, love your toilets videos are really, you are really the FS god. Thank you for that. I will have a quick look, but because the key binding should still show up for Terraform, even though I don't actually have it enabled on here. Well, I should do anyway. No, they're not showing up at all for some reason. Oh. Apologies, Stevie. I was looking through the menu, not concentrating.
No, that was my fault. I hit a GPS button instead of the horn.
I just started taking you off the
I
wrong
turned
direction.
into you.
I couldn't say I was in the menu. I just got cruise control on. I was trying to look through the menu. I don't know why Terraform's not showing up in here. Maybe I've missed it. I have no idea. Snake, in the Western worlds, if you buy the good production on the map, can you place another? If the gold production, no, there's not an option to place a gold production mod available as a separate placeable. So I think on Western worlds there is only the one building for gold production. You can't place a second one, unfortunately. Would be nice if it was an option as a separate mod. Maybe Alien Gym will release it as a separate mod in the future, but at the moment I'm not aware of another gold production mod you can place down. How much silage do you reckon from the whole field? Try and see how big this field is. I don't know. 700,000 litres. That's my guess anyway, 700,000 litres. Could be way off, hopefully I am.
I'd say closer to a million.
You reckon?
I'd say so.
If you want to do this, your next load, and then when you come back we'll swap over if you want, Stevie.
Yeah, perfect.
And I'll do a bit of carting. How are the clamps looking anyway for...
They're well packed in at the back anyway.
Right, so I'm going to watch it in the morning. Good night everybody, good night and thanks for stopping by the stream. Luke saying I bet a corn pun would be amazing right about now. Oh, one thing I forgot to put in here was silage additive. So we're losing 5%. Completely forget about the silage additive. We'll just start going up and down now, rather than headlands.
Yeah, no problem.
I could buy some. Could just add some in. 20 litres. How much is silage additive? $299.90 for 60 litres. So that's 996 for a 20 litres. There you go. There you go, we bought 20 litres on the fly. Kyla Gas saying hi, hey to you. Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. I was trying to work out the other day, because I was using the like the forage pickup trailer on no man's land for carting. And you can add silage additive to that as well. I was wondering if I added the additive to this trailer as well as having the forage harvester, would I get 10% even though I'm not picking it up off the ground? So what we'll do when Stevie's back, we've finished this, we'll swap over, we'll do a bit of carting so Stevie can do some driving in the forage harvester, swap things up a bit, and then we can go back to the yard and see how the clamps are looking. Let's see how much we've got so far. The Snake is a Terra Farmer PC only mod. Yeah, it is. It uses scripting. So it is only on PC, but it does show you that that is possible in game. So there's not really like anything stopping Giants from adding it, but I think it's another one of those things that it'll be difficult to implement on console with the key bindings. So it's probably one of those features that we may never see on the base game because they won't be able to add it to console very well. But you never know. Maybe in the next version of FS we'll get something like that in game. Who knows? Oxidina saying that I believe that also adds the benefit. So you could technically get an extra 10% doing it that way. I mean, a 10% increase isn't too bad. That's like an extra 100 litres on every 1,000 litres you do. We're going to unload this one. Field of view I play on is 70. I have it set to. I find 60 is a bit too low for me. So I've tried different ones and I found that 60 was 70 was not too much and not too little. So from FS, what 17, 19 and 22 I've always played on 70. Start putting some in this one. Get my camera right. We'll just drop this off and then we'll jump out and see how much we've got so far. Right, so in this one we have got 399,492 litres so far in that one. And then we just tipped in the 37,507 in there, so nearly 450,000 so far. See how much that field if we've done. Not quite half yet, I don't think. So maybe closer to 1 million litres in total will be more like what we're looking at getting. Adnan Farm saying hey Sim and hi Stevie, hey to you. Hope you're doing well and welcome to the stream. Cruise control on. So I think once we've done this one, we've got the weeds we need to spray on the canola field. Don't think the sugar beet's not quite ready yet. Once we've finished the corn and got all that compacted and that, we can look again, the weeds done, and then skip into October, and then we should be ready to harvest our sugar beet. So we'll have a look at doing that as well. So that's another 37,500 litres to go into the bunker silo. I didn't realise last time I should have gone this way rather than going the long way around. Adnan Farmer, I will see a computer. What computer is running FS22? And we were to play with you too. I love to sterilise the video. When are you going to play a new map? A new map, the next new map will be after No Man's Land finishes, which I don't know when that's going to be, because there's so much more I still want to do on there. I'm kind of looking at it now, like we're close to episode 100 and I'm still anywhere near where I want to be. On the FS19 No Man's Land, I kind of didn't do a lot of things I wanted to do on there because I just didn't find the time to get some stuff done. So there's a lot of things I didn't do, but I don't really want to do that on this one. I want to try and do as much as what I really planned to do. So what I was thinking earlier today was No Man's Land. I may finish up around about episode 125 as a regular video, but I may continue on the map for videos, maybe like one video every so often, just trying to do everything I really want to do on there. I think it would be nice to have a change for the time-lapse series on No Man's Land soon. But I don't want to not do everything I want to do on there. So as I've mentioned in some of the streams, I want to do all the base game productions and crops before I do finish up. So that will be something I definitely will do, and all the animals as well, base game animals. So all that I will definitely do before I finish, but I may not completely finish it like I did on 19. I may continue with some extra videos, or I may even do some live streams on it after I've finished the series, just expanding on it a little bit. Maybe it's like an additional live stream each week or something. So we'll see, but it's going to be another, say 30 episodes, 25-30, which is going to be another 8-10 weeks before it's finished. And then what new map depends on what's available when the time comes to choose one. Go and take this over. I was trying to work out what button it was for the horn then on this steering wheel, but I have no idea if it's set up for the steering wheel. Oh, there we go. I don't know what 6 is. I have no idea what that means, 6 and A. No idea. Hofbergman's definitely one I'll may have a look at, but that may be a better one for doing for the live streams than doing on my own, because there's so much to do on there. But it's definitely one I will be considering when the time comes, depending on what state the map is. I don't want to start a map that's potentially then going to have new save games if there's further updates and changes made to it. But it's definitely one I'll consider. Right, how much have we got in this one now? 200 and probably about 50,000 by the time we finish this load. Jump out. I think some may have gone in here. So just below 400,000 still in that one, and 237 in that. So just below 640,000 in total. We've still got quite... Say that again a bit louder, I can't hear you, it's a bit quiet.
I've got another 63.
Another 60. So that's close to 700,000 then. Well, that might just take us just above 700,000. Yeah, definitely closer to 1 million. I'd rather be wrong, be way off in the lower than what we do get, than be a bit too optimistic and be way low. Calm Lands save game, yeah, I can try and sort that out. Possibly over this weekend if I get time. Yeah, we'll have to see what maps are out when the time comes to pick one, because there's always that chance that a new map will come out just before that looks interesting. So it'll all depend. I don't think the Western Worlds will be as a longer series, because I'm progressing quite quick on that one compared to what I did on No Man's Land anyway. So it's another 37,500 litres going in. I think what we'll do, we'll get to 400,000 litres in the clamp we're doing now, and then we'll look to build a third one.
You could basically say there's 100,000 litres going in each trip.
I'm just trying to think now, if I build another one next to that now it's full, will it delete any... maybe if I disable the put it in free placement mode, it shouldn't.
You could try spawning a pile of something first and just tying it somewhere else.
I never thought that when we put it in, because it shouldn't, but you never know with this game. I do not speak Arabic. I only speak English and a tiny little bit of French and German. And by tiny I mean a couple of words. I struggle to speak English sometimes, let alone a whole different language. Just have a look how much is in this one. One more off the other trailer and that should be 400. Or close enough. I looked at Chainsaw Valley before I started on the Western Wilds. And it's a nice map, but I just felt like there was not many usable areas without a lot of landscaping to do much on there, because it is obviously down in that valley. It's quite steep. You've got those fairly flat areas either side of the river that's running through the valley, but then either side of that it's quite steep, and I was kind of put off by the fact that I'd end up getting to a point where I'd probably be struggling then to do much other than what's already on the map from the existing fields without drastic landscaping. So it kind of put me off a little bit. So I did start a series on, is it Umberon? I can't think what it was called, Umberon something. And then the Western Wilds was released and I jumped straight on there instead. Can't see. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of start for the next one, whether to just start with some equipment or do a complete start from scratch again. Possibly depend on what map, what the map is and what the map's like, how suitable it is for starting off on. We're going to unload this load, then we'll see about building that third silage clamp. 82D Jensen, thank you very much for the subscription. Hope you enjoy the content and I appreciate taking time to subscribe. Dark Forest is a good map. I've not downloaded that to have a look at, but I did see it on the model. Adnan Farmer saying, will you be my friend, Sim Farmer and Steve? Your friend on what? Let's just check these. Yeah, it's just under 400,000 in each of these now. I mean, once you compact it, we could probably get a little bit more, but I don't think we'll fit all of what we've got left to do in both of those. We're not going to fill another one. I don't think we're going to fit much more in those. What I will do is I'll save it, just in case I mess this up now. I'm thinking it shouldn't, but I'll just check I have got that switched off. Yep. I think it took a little bit off there. Oh, that didn't go in the right place. Let's just check that, see how much we lost, if any. About 10,000 litres or so I think we lost. I can always add that back into the trailer to make it up. Who is playing on here? I've got Stevie from Stevie 4K Gaming, and then Storm Cool, who's one of my channel members, helping me out as well. So if you want to watch the live streams from time-lapse point of view and from Stevie's point of view, then check out Stevie's channel, Stevie 4K Gaming. There is a link in the video description down below, and also in Stevie 4K Gaming in the first bit that you can click on, that will take you to Stevie's channel. So he records the live streams and then edits the video into a time-lapse and puts them up on his channel. I always forget to record the live streams to do that. And by the time I remember, it's too late to be worth bothering with. Scott saying, hey Sim, a huge fan, do you remember me? Not specifically, no. Asked to join your game every stream. I don't recognise your name from previous streams. At the moment, the server for the live streams is a private game I host, so it's only certain people that will be on here. But I do plan to get a community server set up very soon, so there will be a cross-play server as well, so more people can get on. But that won't be like live stream or recorded. It'll just be like an off camera kind of thing, just so people can come and join in. Yeah, if I make a public server, it'll be cross-play, so it'll be PC and console, so everybody can join. So only mods used on there will be cross-play enabled, so there'll be no script mods on it. But that does allow more people to join from, if you're on Xbox, PC or PlayStation, or what's the other one? It's on Google Strada, is it? Something like that. I presume you can join from that. I mean, it's just pretty much the PC version. Do I watch cricket? No, not really. I've never really been a big fan of cricket. Never very good at playing cricket either. Did used to play it at school, but cricket was a sport. I was always more into football, so So cricket's not something I ever really got into. So the only sport I really watch these days is football. I don't really watch any others. I used to watch quite a bit of golf, but that was back when I was playing golf myself. Well, I haven't played golf much for probably about 3-4 years. I was never very good at golf either. But I used to enjoy it. It was a nice social sport to just go out with your friends and spend a few hours walking around the golf course trying to hit a little white ball. Do you want to swap back over for a bit, Stevie, or you want to carry on and finish off?
No, I'll finish off.
Alright.
We haven't much left.
Yeah, there's only a few rows left in that.
I'd say once Storm has his next order, there won't be a whole lot left in there.
Yeah. So probably one more road down and then back up again after this. From football I support West Brom. Unfortunately, that's how somebody's got to support them. I kind of grew up, well, my dad was a West Brom supporter, or well, he's a West Brom supporter. He used to take me to the games when I was younger, so I kind of like, I wouldn't say forced into supporting West Brom, but kind of just how things work, and when you're a kid you start following the team your parents follow and stuff like that. Nathan Agra 2000, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Saying Yosim, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. You hear about Welker Farms. I saw it was released yesterday and then I noticed it disappeared off the mod hub, but I haven't seen anything about reasoning why or stuff like that. I presume you're on about Welker Farms map and not Welker Farms in real life. I haven't seen any of their videos for a while. Yeah, the map. Do you know why it was removed? I've noticed on the mod hub there's been a few mods that have appeared and then disappeared and then reappeared. It does make you wonder exactly what Giants do in their testing, that some mods get released and then they have to be removed like straight away because there's errors found. Do you need me to come back over there, or is you going to finish off with that trailer?
I say storm it will be full, but we're done now anyway.
Are you done? Alright. Oh, it saves me coming back over. We'll drop this trailer off and then we can start compacting. I'll jump in the class to do the one. I do have a disc. Sorry.
Is there a sprayer? Is there a sprayer up at the store?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
buy one?
Yeah, I bought one.
I
Yeah, if you want to do the spraying,
yeah.
because then as soon as we got that done and the clamps done, we can skip to October. And possibly makes.
I'll grab the John Deere.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll just put this trailer away and then I'll jump in the class and start compacting as well. So that's our next heaviest tractor.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can fit yours to the John Deere.
Did you give us permissions then?
Yeah, you should have full permissions, both of you. So you can buy herbicide. I didn't put a liquid tank in on the farm yet. Something I need to do, but I can't wait for another time.
I'll take fast track here for you.
Yeah. The trouble with the jewels, if you put jewels on inside the garage, you won't get it out.
We have the mobile workshop as
Oh,
well,
do
so
we
I
have
can
that?
use one.
I can't remember if I had put that on or not. Well, we'll give it a go and see. Don't forget to. Oh yeah, the 10,000 litres of silage. Ah, just drop the trailer off now, and I'll read that comment.
You can use the F, or like the command console to spawn it in.
Yeah. Right, I think. I don't know how it works, but. I've never actually tried this, but. Let me get chaff. Oh, I don't know what that means. I don't know how well this works. That all 10,000 litres looks like. Well, I presume if it's 10,000 litres, that's apparently 10,000 litres. Yes, because I've got cheat mode enabled on Steam, so it's got like super speed. I don't know any way of disabling it. It's handy at times though, because I can run across the map faster than you can drive across in a vehicle, but sometimes it goes a bit too fast.
wow. Twins all around with you with weights is 20,000.
20,000. That's
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put on weights on.
I don't know if I should have got the level up. I might struggle a bit with this. I don't think the chaff doesn't seem as good as it did in 19 when it comes to compacting. Seems to take a lot longer to get it down a bit. Yeah, as I said, my Discord at the moment is, I do have one, but it's just for channel members currently, until I finish sorting it out. Oh, I've literally only just got back to starting to post on there myself. So I'd need to do a little bit more work setting it up. Definitely don't like compacting, as definitely doesn't seem as good as it did in 19 anyway. But then I always used to use the leveler and roller in 19. How much are we doing? 8%. Yeah, I didn't bother putting any on here. I just thought I'd try and smooth it out a bit, and then you could finish it off a bit quicker once it's kind of a bit easier to get up. Mario Shortland saying hi, I love your videos, thank you for that, and welcome to the stream. Tyler saying there was bugs that were affecting other save games from what I read. Okay. It happens. I'm gonna have a look, see how much a leveler is. It might be a bit easier just to where are we levelers? That one's pretty cheap. We'll go and buy one. It might just help out things a little bit. Drop my weight off. The compactors. I'll have a look when I get up there and see. I should have just got one to start with. Peter V saying good evening, just finished work. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you in the chat again as well. I've got the Discord server set up and I've got a few sections added. But I just haven't been on there much to add anything else that needs adding and set up the like the rules and stuff on there. A little bit too fast then. What time? I forgot to put the timing thing on this screen again. So we are coming up to a 9:45. So we've got about an hour and 15 minutes left of the stream. So once we've got these compacted and covered over, we can skip to the next month and then have a look at harvesting these sugar beets. Oh, don't stop there, come on. I'm sorry, Red Van, I'm going. I don't know why I'm going over here, I don't even know where the trigger is. What was that one?
I'd say maybe slow down the time a small bit, otherwise we'll be compacting in the dark.
I was just trying to work out which. Let me just. I'm just going to go for one of these ones and try these, see what they're like. I do have a mod list, not for this particular stream though, but I think most of the mods that I'm using on here are also using on No Man's Land and, well, I think mostly on No Man's Land. I don't think there's any mods we've got on here that I don't have on No Man's Land. Would help if I put them on the right way around. I'll make things a bit easier. Vehicle info at the bottom right hand corner is the enhanced vehicle control mod. So if you search FS22 enhanced vehicle control mod, you should find it. The official download is on GitHub and also I think Mod Hoster. But there is a link on Mod No Man's Land and there's possibly one on the Western Worlds one as well. I don't know if there's a mod list link in the video description of the this live stream though. There should be, but I think I may have forgot to put one in. But if you look on any of my other videos, look in the video description, there's a link to a mod list. And then if you go to the No Man's Land one and look for enhanced vehicle control mod, there's a link to it on there. Oh, it's getting a bit toasty in here again. Actually, I've found the last few days here have been worse, even though the temperature's been a lot cooler, because the humidity's been quite high. It felt worse than when it was 37 degrees. It's currently 28 degrees in my office now. do you want? See if this is any better. Let's get this up some, say, 20%. Aviating Central. Antarctica, that's 28 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I don't know what that equates to Fahrenheit.
Currently 56 here in my little office with the window wide open.
Yeah. I say yesterday was awful because it was so humid. It was like horrible yesterday. Even with my air conditioning unit on, you could like feel the humidity in here. It was still really, really stuffy and not pleasant to sit in. It's still taking a lot longer than I expected it to. Yeah. Let me just flatten this bit off at the top. I'll swap over a bit more.
It's nearly done. Perfect.
Yeah, that one's 35% in here. Donut Boy saying hello, and Ruthless saying hey Sim, hey to you. Fisher Team for Life. At the moment we're compacting chaff so it can get covered over and start fermenting for silage. This one's almost on 97%. That one's 100. Just tidy up that last little bit there, just push that back in a bit. And lower that bit down as well.
I'm at 52 this week.
Nice one. I'll start doing the last one, and then that one's done. I say cover that one over. Every time you reverse back out, more comes out.
Try covering it while the tractor is standing.
Right, that's one done. Right. Let's lower that down now and not the most exciting job in Farming Simulator, is it? Compacting silage. And it's 16%. How are you doing on that one storm?
I'm at 90.
I say not far off done. Why are we doing it? When this ferments into silage, we can sell it for a lot more money rather than what it is now, which is chaff, well, as the game calls it, chaff, which is like chopped up corn. And we can also use it then for feeding the cows, mixing TMR, I mean.
How much did we end up with?
I don't know yet. 800, I think there's about 900 and... Let's see how much is in here.
I think we're at like 1.
Yeah, 910,000-ish. Or probably around 908,000 in total. You want to carry on with this one for a bit? I need 24% with this, 25.
Yeah, I could try the roller on the back or see if that does.
Yeah, drop it off. Put it in forward so I can actually drive. So it doesn't show us how much is in there now until it's undone, but I think there's about 399,000 and something in there. And then that one was 310,000-ish.
This one's at 398.
Well, am I completely wrong then? 900,000. 400 and 400 is 8, so 1.1 million. Not 900. For some reason I was adding those two as 600, not 800. Yeah, so we've got 1.1 million litres, roughly.
And trips back and forth to the store to sell this.
What's the current silage price? 393 per 1,000 litres.
Because we should get the BGA.
By the time it's ready, I did install one earlier. But I think it's 250,000.
We should be able to get it with selling slowly now.
But that's the one I used on No Man's Land, the industrial BGA. Quite a big building. Don't think I got any other. There's one built in the map which I think is a bit cheaper actually. Yeah, that one's only 180,000. How are we doing now? 43. While we're doing that, I'm just going to check on our chickens. See if we need to move any egg pallets. Okay. I don't know what it is with this chicken coop, sometimes the doors just do not open for me. Come on, why are you not opening? Why can I open the door? For some reason I can't open the door on the chicken shed. I can open this one. Why can I not open this one? Okay, that's bizarre. For some reason the door doesn't want to open this end. Yeah, chickens locked me out. Last time I come, I couldn't get this door here to open. But this one would. I'm not even getting the thing come up to open the door on there. Random. Someone's stolen my stolen the trigger to open the door by the looks of it. So clear these out of the way anyway, because the spawn area is nearly full. Hello chickens. That's bizarre why that one door on the other end doesn't open. He's doing look fine. So 9 full pallets of wool. Let's try this door again from this side. That's bizarre, how come that trigger's not coming up on there? No idea, maybe next time it'll be working. How many egg pallets got there? Is that 5? So I've got quite a few egg pallets. Unfortunately, we have to take them out the long way around by the looks of it. What's the slurry? 22, that's okay for a bit. Manure's fine. So I think we're all good for the animals. 83, not far off finish that one. So when you get close to being done, I'll push in the bit that's outside. I've seen the modular BGA mod, but it's just extremely expensive to buy all the different modules for it. So it's one of those mods that looks great, but unless you add money into your game, I just can't see how you could realistically afford to buy one or justify spending that much money on it. It was pretty much the same in FS19 as well. I had it for that, and I really wanted to use it, but without adding money in, there was just no way I could justify spending that much money on a BGA. So I went with the cheaper option. It's one of those things, yeah, they're obviously realistic prices, they're going to be very expensive, but from a gameplay point of view, when you get mods that are that expensive, I say unless you do add money in, it's difficult to actually spend that much money on a placeable building. So I don't know if I'll ever use the modular BGA. I was considering it on No Man's Land, but even when I tested it for the small setup, it was still very, very expensive just to get started, and then I was going to like gradually add the other bits to it over time. But I think even then the initial bit I looked at building was like 400,000 to make it like worth doing. Go, that's 100, so that's done. Me cable stuck around me joystick then. Petry, you can use the little BGA from Disturbed Simulations, costs 55k. What's the capacity of it, like in terms of how much can you fit in? That one on the Western Wilds is an absolute killer. It was producing methane quicker than I could transport it to the sell point the other day. It was like by the time I got back to the BGA from taking a load of methane to sell, it was already nearly maxed out again. I was like, I can't keep up. I think I'll just have to set it to automatic sell next time. Especially when I've got a big load of silage to process through it. The good thing is it's quite fast, so it's not as if you're hitting the limit like you did on 19 on some BGAs. Leave those there. What I don't want to use is something that's too small that you have to keep going over to add stuff to it every so often. I'd rather have something I can set up the conveyors and then just leave it for a while. $75k is not too bad. It's like I was thinking it was going to be like something like 10,000 litres or something maximum. I'll just
I'm back.
say that again.
I'm back again.
Are you back? No worries. I'm just going to go and help Stevie finish off the ploughing on that field. Then we can skip through. If you want to... we've got 50 minutes. I don't know if we'll get that sugar beet done in 50 minutes.
Which harvest have we got?
We've got the smaller roper sugar beet harvester, but we've got the, I think the big header on it.
Yeah, it's still only 4 meters, so that's gonna take a while.
Yeah, I don't like starting jobs and not finishing them. I don't know if that's going to be a little bit too much to try and get done in 50 minutes. Even with 3 of us. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that one. Might be a good option for the next series as a cheaper alternative to get a BGA a bit earlier.
It seems they've stolen the thing from the door.
Yeah, for the chickens. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing. It's a bit weird, that one. Excuse me, just had a brief coughing fit. Harley Payne saying, I think if you were committed to using a BGA brought by yourself, it would pay back fairly quickly. If you've got enough material to put through it, it's like we took, what, 3 of us to do that field of corn. It took us, what, a couple of hours or so. to harvest it, cart it and then compact it. It's great when you've got 3 people, but if I was doing that on my own for a time lapse to try and get that much silage, it's a lot of work for on your own. I mean, I'd love to do silage harvests on time lapse every year of like 1 million plus litres, but I just don't have the time to do that much on my own for one video. That's literally one whole video just doing that, one job. But as I say, it depends on how long you're going to be on the map for. Sometimes you can make money back on certain things quite quickly, and then there's other things that you're probably not going to be on the map long enough to really make the money back that you've invested in it.
Right, so speed up time there now, and we'll give it a good go doing the sugar beet harvest if you want.
Yeah, we can give it a go. I don't think we'll get it all done. I think it's going to be a case of, I mean, it's just trying to decide what to actually do with it. Because we could sell it straight away, but carting it up that hill to the sell point is going to be a killer.
The price isn't that good either at the moment.
I don't know if it might be best to just dump it at the side of the field.
We could make a big pile besides like the silage heaps.
Yeah, just dump it. I do have those concrete dividers installed. I could just put some of those up to build a temporary storage bay, just to dump it in for now and then sort out selling it. And the price is a bit better, or getting a, if we do get a BGA, we could do it as cut sugar beet for the BGA. What the hell happened then? Oh, I've still got the plough on the back. Dope. Completely forgot I've still got the plough on the back then. There's me, I'll park it in the shed. But I thought the door was closing on me or something. Oh. Is the sugar beet ready? Yep. The fast track is a bit faster than the Glaax. So for anyone that missed the last stream, this was our purchase last time, was the JCB and the used equipment sales. I think it was about 122,000 or something.
I'll sell a load of slurry to empty the tank, and then I'll fill it up
yeah.
with milk, since that's nearly.
Yeah, nice one. So we've skipped through the night. Whoa, I got stuck on then. Stuck on the building, I think. I got stuck on the guttering. What's your favourite tractor brand? I don't have a specific tractor brand as a favourite. Gone the wrong way again. Not that it really matters. I say the Fendt 1050 is my favourite tractor at the moment, but I don't have a particular favourite brand as such. I like using different stuff from different manufacturers in game. And I've never operated a tractor in real life, so I've got no opinion on real life vehicles and what they're like. So we'll give it a good go with this and see how far we get, but we may not get this finished off tonight.
You can slow down
Oh,
time now.
oh.
We're nearly next day.
I completely forgot. Maybe it's still on 360.
What's that set of focus?
I think we went a little bit too far with the time then.
Yeah, it set the focus.
I literally just noticed it as you said it was starting to get dark. I was like, oop, it's turning the lights off.
I repeat all that.
We'll go and find somewhere to put this for now. I will double check though when is the best price for sugar beet.
If you have somewhere to build a sugar factory, we should have the money now. You just fill that. First, anyway.
Yeah, I'm selling another load of slurry since we had so much.
How much is it? The only trouble is it's only got like 25,000 litre capacity. 125,000 for the sugar beet processor. The sugar factory is...
The sugar factory can take a lot of sugar beet. I'd say it could take well over 100,000, I'd say.
It can take way more than 100,000. I think it's close to like 500.
Yeah, that's 80,000 for the sugar mill.
We should have enough for nearly both of them once you sell this load.
I'm just trying to think, I'd rather go for the processor first because it cuts it, because the excess that the sugar mill factory can't take, we could then take to a BJ if we build one of those.
Or do we have enough money for the processor now?
Just think is where to. Could probably fit it next to the slurry yard, manure slurry pit, because we've still got a bit of space over here.
I'm going to soon need another trailer here to empty me.
Yeah, I'm gonna empty the milk tank on the cows and then I'm coming over.
So this way we could do with another trailer. Let me try and build this as quick as I can, and then I'll be back over.
I should be able to take 2 of the full sugar beet harvesters in my trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just about full now.
Oh. You just level some land.
I'm now full.
I'm now on my way with
What do I need? What do I need? Is it under decoration? There we go.
You can just tip the trailers right into the thing. Well, now we haven't got enough money for the process any longer.
Oh, I forgot these were. I wasn't paying attention to how much they actually were then. How much is the process? I think we're a little bit short now. That's my bad. I wasn't even thinking about how much they actually cost.
Yeah, you would need to sell another one to be able to buy the processor.
Yeah. I'm just going to plonk this down for now. It's another one of those things I'll tidy up a bit. Another time we can add some more things onto the side of that. So I'll dump this load into there and then the rest in the pit, and then we'll have to get some water over to it so I can start processing. Jamie Ailing saying evening Sim and Stevie, hope you are well. I am very well, thank you, hope you are too. Sugar factory has 300 kilolitre capacity. Yeah, I'd rather do the cut sugar beet first though, and then we can use that for a sugar mill another time, because at least with this one we get the slurry as a byproduct and stones as well, which we can then sell.
Yeah, that processor is gonna earn its money back in slurry.
And then I say, because the sugar factory, it only processes so much in a year, we can deliver enough to keep it going for a year, and then any excess we could use then for taken to a BGA for extra income off it. No, I don't tell people on the farm for a living. I do joke with the wife sometimes. I tell her I'm a farmer, and she's like, "You know nothing about farming." I'm like, I'm a virtual farmer. Oh, I'm just a YouTube content creator, that's it. Sit at home playing video games. Do with smoothing that little bit out a bit. Oh, we're going to get the next load and then
Should I just dump it into the machine so we can start that one?
yeah, we need get some water over there and we can start it up. So just dump it in the pit for I mean, just that we've got like 100,000 litres pretty much off one pass round the field. I'm stuck. I think the big trailer's 60,000 litres, so this one's 37, so it's 97,500 litres every 2 loads for the 2 trailers.
About 30 rows on the field.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of sugar beet. Another full load.
We've got a very productive crop here. We'll see how fast it
Yeah. I don't know how much water that actually takes. I don't think it's a huge amount. I don't know if I'll be able to water fill point or whether we can get it from that river. I don't think we'll finish it all in 29 minutes. That's quite a lot to do. Could do with some more money, so I could build some more barriers around here, because we're going to run out of space for tipping it in a bit.
I could sell all the milk we have in the tank, but this is the best price in the market.
Yeah. Tipping. There we go.
You could sell all the eggs we have, those are at a pretty decent price right now.
Yeah. I think we've got stuff we could sell. I mean, there's probably about 10 pallets of wool as well, which probably another 15,000.
Worth selling right now, it's at the lowest.
What I'll do first, though, I'll get the trailer and get some water so that I can at least start processing. I mean, once you've done a few passes around the headland, you can, if you want to, just put a worker on the harvester for a little bit while I just sort out the other stuff. Actually, what we'll do is we'll leave that there. I'm going to grab the other tractor and so that one's on the trailer ready to go if we need to shoot back over the field. I don't know if we can fill up from this river down here. I'll try. See if I can find a suitable place to get into it. I don't know if it's actually classed as water or it's just a decorative plain. Well, I think that looks a bit too steep there. I don't want to put the trailer in and struggle to get it out. Let's try over here. Ah, it doesn't look too bad. Watch me reverse back and then somebody in chat will say, no, you can't fill up from that. It's not looking good. Oh, there we can. Oh, no, stop. How much milk have we actually...
I think there's like 23 or 4,000 in the tanker.
Okay. Should be enough water, I think. Do you get that message come up on your screen as well about driving in the water?
No.
No. Must be just when you do the sell points for something not accepted, it comes up on other people's screens as well. Let's get that started. Hans, evening everyone, hope you are well. What did I miss? We did the corn, so we did big silage harvest on our cornfield. I'm going to leave that there in case we need to top up the water again, which I don't think we'll do because we're only on half speed because I forgot to slow this time down.
I'll sell all the manure we have so we can buy some more of those barriers.
Yeah. The lights go a bit flickery around there. I'm very well, hope you are, Hans. Good to see you in the chat again. So we did the field of corn, we put that into our silos and got that compacted. So at the moment we're just in the middle of harvesting our field of sugar beet. I think, yeah, those silage bales on that trailer are ready to sell as well. So there's 23 silage bales ready to sell on that trailer.
I'm ready for another trailer here to see.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Just coming over now. As quick as I can. As quick as the fast track will allow. Hans saying sorry for not being around. I was travelling for my summer vacation, no worries. So I appreciate you taking the time to go and watch whenever you can, so don't worry about that at all. Like I say, it's good to see you. I hope you enjoyed your summer vacation. Coming up to 20 to 11. I may have to sneak off and go and let the dogs out and then come back if there's depending how much is left to do.
You should have more than one man to buy a few barriers again after I set this.
Yeah. I think after the next time we get a bit of money, we'll change this trailer for one with a larger capacity, because this 37,000 litre capacity is a little bit small when you're doing stuff like this. Hans saying, yeah, it was, but way too warm. What summer? Yeah. I had a week away in Norfolk and it was very, very warm. So, I mean, we was restricted because we rented a cottage in Norfolk, but we took the dogs with us. So we was restricted to like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to take the dogs down to the beach when it was cool, because it was just getting far too hot in the main part of the day to be walking around with the dogs. So we spent most of the time indoors trying to keep cool. Decorations. Don't really want to build another one there because it's going to restrict access. Hopefully that's going to be big enough. I'll double check. I don't know why it's not, if it's not there. I will have a look in the morning if I try and remember. I didn't realise you wasn't on there because I haven't properly double checked the list for a while, but I don't know why it's not if it isn't. It may just been that annoying thing is you was in between the payments for it, and sometimes it doesn't show, and then a few days later it shows rejoined on the list, which is a bit annoying because if I update the list at that time, then I'll just copy what's there at that particular time, and then some names don't show even though they're still classed as a member. They don't show because their subscriptions in the process of being renewed for the next month kind of thing. So I don't know, it's the way Google work with taking payments that it doesn't automatically take the payment straight away, that it comes up that the that you're no longer listed as a member for that short time. Possibly, I don't know. I will have a look and try and sort it out tomorrow.
don't think this is gonna be enough space for sugar.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I dumped the last load. I'd probably be very much you spent for that. Oh, to be honest, I think our silo takes sugar beet.
It does, it's a multiple now that you say it.
I'm pretty sure that silo takes all crops.
Yeah, well, then we can dump this area full and then start filling that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it's multi-fruits. I never even considered the silo. Dale saying good morning, all from the Jock from Oz. First time on the live stream. Well, welcome along, and welcome to the stream, and I hope you're all doing well. Never even considered the silo. I forgot it was a multi-fruit silo. There's me panicking about where we're going to put the sugar beets. We could have just put them straight in the silo for now.
Yeah, I feel a bit stupid now since I placed that one earlier today.
Yeah.
On the same game.
I mean, it's a bit stupid putting sugar beets in a silo like that, but needs must.
Yeah, we're certainly not with that.
Well, we've got 15 minutes till 11, or just under. I don't know, I think we'll get this finished tonight if you're okay with staying a bit later, Stevie. And,
Yeah. Definitely, no problem.
so I need to nip off for a few minutes just to let the dogs out. Yeah, so what we'll do now, we'll put the rest into the silo, and we can keep that little bay for just dumping some there when we're ready to transfer it over.
Yeah, there's plenty in there now for the processor. We should try getting us a wheel loader for next time.
Yeah.
For loading the
Yeah, definitely either a wheel loader or a teleander, at least one or the other would be super handy.
if you get like the snow buckets for the wheel loaders that are on the on the mod hub, they support like 9,000 liters of everything.
Yeah. I need to double check something. Pretty sure I left the engine running on this. If I can actually get in it. There we go.
Yeah, I have to refuel this lorry soon because it's starting to go empty.
Yeah, there should be fuel in the tank.
Okay.
Next to the silos, opposite the wash pit, there's a diesel tank. There should be some diesel in it.
Okay, I fill it. I haven't got any beakers on this lorry, do I?
Don't. There's some flashes on the front grille. I don't think there's beakers on the top though. I didn't think I added them.
There's like a big light bar, I forgot that one. Like it is.
I can't remember. There's so many options for that truck. It was. I can't remember which ones I selected when I put it on here.
I'll take a look if I can put a beacon on the top.
I'll get a few screenshots. We can update the thumbnail later or tomorrow. That's another, well, just under 38,000 litres. That doesn't need topping up just yet. How much have we got? It's the 137,500 in there. Aviation Central saying, gotta go, be right back, no worries. Excuse me. So it'd be a bit better if I hadn't left the time running so fast. We could have left it on ×5. The sugar beet processor would have been getting through stuff a little bit quicker. How are we looking? Still a bit to do.
Yeah, we're not even halfway. I just use the GPS to keep on track.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to have quite a bit of money once we've sold most of this silage and all this sugar beet's been processed. I'll do one more load for me and then I'll have to nip off for a few minutes. And I'll be back and then we'll try and get this finished off. But I think because we skipped through so much time, I think the did it come up the bunker silos were all finished fermenting as well.
Yeah, that's why I
problem.
noticed that the time was going so fast.
So we've got like 1.1 million litres of silage and the silage clamps. We've got, how many bales did we have? 24, 48, 68,
70 something, wasn't it?
yeah, 72 I think, still 73, or 71. There was two lots of 24 and then there was 23. Yeah, 71 in it. No, 81. 60. Oh, yeah, 71. Tell I'm getting tired, my brain's not working properly again.
Well, we just have a whole load of silage to sell.
Yeah. Yeah, I think getting a wheel loader with a big bucket on for loading up some of the silage. Obviously we're not going to sell all of it because we need some for feeding the cows, but we can sell all the bales and then keep some of the silage and the clamp for mixing TMR. To be honest,
could just like keep one of the clamps full.
yeah, the grass is going to be ready to cut again probably next month. The last cut, if it's not already. No, it's already ready to cut. I just flipped your trailer. That was me trying to jump in the JCB. It's got that annoying super strength activated again. Just like pushed your trailer in the air. That's one thing I really don't like about the Lumberjack mod is the super strength. It's the distance you can pick things up from is way too much. It's like you can pick things up so far in ahead of you. It's annoying when you go to like open a door when your tractor's behind and it's accidentally got super strength on it. Picks up the vehicle inside the shed rather than opening the door.
Yeah, I find it worse with bales inside the shed than
Yeah.
the door. I get in and all my bales are everywhere. So if we're gonna sell all that silage, we're gonna need a bigger trailer for the JCB.
Yeah.
Or maybe just another one so all three of us can be driving at once.
Well, we'll see. How much money we've got. If we can get enough money to get the BGA, then we can take it there. At least then we can get some methane, the electricity to sell and the digestate. Hans saying I will have to leave, it's late and I have to get up. No worries, well thanks for stopping by and saying hello, and good to see you in the chat again. I'll try and sort your name out in the videos tomorrow. Apologies it's not been in there, I hadn't even noticed. But enjoy the rest of your week and hopefully see you next time.
So the methane, doesn't that auto sell on most BGAs besides the one on Western Forest?
Yeah, I think you can use it to fill up your methane tractors. Other than that, I think you can just auto sell it. I don't think there's anything else you can do on anything else you can really do with it.
BGA on this map or
Say that again.
not? Is there a BGA that's already placed on
No,
the map,
there's-
or do
there's-
we have to?
You have to
Build
place
our
one
own.
on here. There's a modded version of the base game one included in the map that you can place down. It's a bit cheaper. I don't know what difference it is other than the price. Yeah, the tree harvester on both No Man's Land and the Western Wilds is the one from FDR login. I don't know if it's the most recent one. I haven't checked to see if there's been any update to the mods on there.
Yeah, 1.09 I think is out now.
Is it? I'll have to have a look and see if it's worth updating yet.
Yeah, I think they did now. Doesn't matter how you have the cab turn, you always jump out besides like the door.
Yeah. What I'd really like with the FDR login stuff is if the camera was fixed to the cab and not the tracks. Because I find it really annoying that when I swivel round the cab, it doesn't rotate the camera with it. Or even if there was like an additional camera that was attached to the cab from the third person point of view that did. Because what I'm finding loading, when you swing round, you have to stop moving to move the camera, then carry on moving. How much we got in there? 138. Right, I'm gonna have to go and let the dogs out, and I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll just take this back over to the field. So I don't know if you want to switch your worker on to the harvester for a bit and do some carting, or I'll leave you two to decide while I nip off for a minute. I should be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
I should just put another road coming off the sheep farm onto here, because I always keep going that way.
Yeah, nice.
We're gonna need to feed all the animals too before we...
Yeah, I'm not going to skip any more time now until we don't. Right, if I've got flight mode enabled. There we go. Can have a bird's eye view for a little bit. Right, I'll be back ASAP.
I'll go right this time, Storm, but we'll just finish off this small little piece first.
Okay, no worries. I'd love to have that beacon that I've on top on every single tractor in the game.
It's a crazy beacon, alright.
Yeah, I have an obsession with beacons. I like to put beacons on everything. I've even got a beacon on my four-wheeler that I use to plow snow in the winters.
Oh, I'm back. How we doing?
You're quick.
Huh?
Shane, will you jump in the harvester there? I think it's full. I'm just back all the way.
What Oxygen there saying? Gotta leave. Good night. Simmons Storm. No worries. I presume you've probably already gone. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you have enjoy the rest of your week. We'll do a bit of harvesting for a bit. Set that off and set up the enhanced vehicle control. How much we've got in there now? 268,000 litres in the silo, plus what we've already taken to the processor and we've dumped over there. Yeah, I might imagine there's at least 500,000 now, because I took over a few loads over to the processor and you took a couple over as well.
Yeah, I think I took 2 or 3 loads over.
Yeah. I've still got quite a bit left to do over there as well, and the yield's not been too bad. I mean, some parts of it we're getting a really good yield off this field. Obviously this section's not quite as good, but it's still, what, close to 100%.
Yeah, most of it is at 95 or 100%.
Say that again.
It's hard driving with keyboard.
Oh, missed a bit. I've never attempted to use keyboard and mouse.
My steering wheel was working fine all day, and now suddenly when I turn it all the way, like the wheel suddenly turned the other way.
Gloucester Bus Spot saying hello, hey to you, welcome to the stream. Yeah, my wheel's been working fine the last couple of streams. The only thing I've had to do is nip out the game just to go into the Logitech hub and then disable the centering spring and then re-enable it to get it to working again, because sometimes it just completely disables.
Yeah, mine, well, it worked fine all day today, but suddenly it decided to act up when we started the stream.
I am very well, thank you. Hope you are too. So I'm just very hot. It's like 29 degrees now in my office.
mosquitoes.
Now I have to have the windows closed and the lights. If I've got the lights on, the windows open, my room just gets filled with moths. I don't get bitten by them, but they just annoy the hell out of you flying around.
Yeah, I'd rather have moths than mosquitoes.
I'd rather have moths than mosquitoes, but Gloucester Bus Spots, and I'm really new to YouTube. Can you give me advice on being a YouTuber? Advice on being a YouTuber is I would say do content on something you enjoy. Be prepared for a potentially a long, hard grind. What I always used to say for anyone considering doing YouTube is you need to ask yourself what you want to do YouTube for, so be realistic with why you want to actually do YouTube. I've seen a lot of people start YouTube channels expecting it to be easy to grow a channel and start earning money, which it can be for some people. Obviously they are very fortunate to like their channel just explode straight away, but for most people it's a lot of hard work and you have to be prepared for that. So if you're not prepared to potentially put a lot of work in for little gain to start with, then YouTube's not for you. But say it depends on what content you're going to do. It's different for different people as well. Different content, it's got bigger audiences. It's easier to grow channels with certain content than it is for other content. Same with gaming though. Some games obviously a lot more popular with people, but then you've got a lot more competition as well. But if you stick at it, it could potentially be very rewarding. It just may take a while to get to that point. There's some other advice. Well, there's plenty of channels out there that do content on ways to grow a YouTube channel that are worth taking the time to watch. Not necessarily everything they talk about may transfer over to the content you're doing specifically, but there's lots of good tips on there for optimizing your titles for search. your video descriptions and stuff like that, which is, I say, if you're serious about doing YouTube, it's worth spending the time watching some of those channels. Not that I can remember any of the names of them now. Claim 6 Game saying hey to you. We've got 343,000 litres in this silo now.
Yeah, quite a bit left.
Yeah. Julian, on this channel, no, this channel's mostly, well, it is just Farm Simulator. I do have a second channel, Sim Farmer Plus, which I haven't posted on, unfortunately, for a while, which I did start doing some other games. But this channel is solely just Farming Simulator. Potentially in the future, if another farming game that was worth playing ever come out, I'd consider doing content on that. But that's one of the best ways to grow a channel, is to stick to one specific thing or subject topic, because that's what people subscribe for, is this one game. So if you start doing other games, a lot of the subscribers won't watch it, because that's not what they subscribe to your channel for. So it's very hard to do a variety channel. It's a lot slower to grow. I mean, there are channels out there that are very successful that play lots of different games, but I think if you are going to do that, you need to do it from the get-go. Stuart McCarran saying hello, hey to you. Welcome to the stream. How many rows? What's that? 7 or 8 rows left. Oh, I missed another little bit there.
How many rows was it we had in total?
Simpax, thank you very much for the subscription. I hope you enjoy the content and welcome to the stream. Oh, I missed another little bit with me looking over to see who subscribed then. This is on PC. I've only briefly played FS22 on Xbox, and that was streaming it off Game Pass on the Xbox Cloud. Just to see what it was like on console, and it looked awful for streaming it. Playing games playing on PS4 and FS22. Which map are you currently playing on? Way up to 431,000 in the silo now. Elm Creek. I liked Elm Creek, but unfortunately for whatever reason, I think it was one of those things that because everyone that was doing Farming Simulator content was doing the same maps, people started to get bored of the base game maps. So views were really low on the Elm Creek videos, so I kind of stopped doing them. Oh, I'm missing a road there. That's me trying to do it in cab. Lethal Farm saying good day Sim, just woke up here in Australia. Well, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We're running a bit late, we usually finish by this time, but we're just trying to finish off this sugar beet harvest before we finish up for the evening. If you need to get off.
No, I haven't got anything I have to do, it's getting late here, so
Yeah.
Once we're done, we're going to bed.
Yeah, no, I'll say if you need to jump off, then don't feel like you need to stay. I appreciate you coming on to help out again. So I was saying you're obviously an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, it's 12:30. So, but I can stay for this last little bit.
Alright, nice one.
Going.
It's one of those jobs when you start, you know it's going to take a while, but you don't expect it to take as long as it does.
Yeah, I like doing sugar beets, but harvesters are just a bit smaller.
Yeah. I think at the time, because we was doing no leasing, no loans and stuff, we just got the one we could afford.
Yeah, I personally do use the Holman, like the one from FS19.
Yeah, the one with the five. Was it 5 point?
5.5.
Yeah.
Goes a bit quicker and it has a pretty big capacity.
I am from the United Kingdom. Really looking forward to getting the new Volvo wheel loader for logging on the Western Wilds. Well, that comes to the Platinum expansion. Yeah, I'll certainly be giving it a try when it's released. I'm not a huge fan of using wheel loaders for loading logs though. I find most of the base game ones we've had in the past, obviously, unless you've got a ramp to take them up, they don't really have the reach to lift the logs in and out of the trailers very well. Obviously that new Volvo one's designed specifically for picking loads out, so it should be a lot better to use. And I'm also not particularly keen on loading things with the articulated vehicles. I don't mind loading with a bucket, so like loading a trailer with a bucket with a wheel loader, but I'm not keen on using log forks with them to load logs, or loading pallets with forks on or bales onto trailers with the articulated vehicles. I'm far from perfect in FS. I make loads of mistakes. Probably far too many for how much I play it.
I still make the mistake of detaching my trailer every time I want to drive forward.
Yeah. I've done it a few times in the past. I've done like driving down the road and I've accidentally detached my trailer because I was messing around and I hadn't even noticed I'd detached it until I got to where I was going. Come out to first person to realise that my trailer was not on the back of the tractor anymore. I'd drive halfway back across the map to pick it up.
I nearly did that in real life with the bale on the back of the tractor.
My problem is sometimes that I've got the razor controller, it's got the two buttons underneath which are like mapped to A and B, and sometimes I used to catch that with my leg. If I put my controller down and it'd disconnect the trailer.
Yeah, that's not good. Let's see, we have some fun too for the last bit.
Yeah, I think we should finish off with this trailer.
If not, then we have humongous year greeneries on that stuff.
No, I don't think we'll fill this trailer, to be honest with what's left. We are pretty much at the end of this run. There's only a few little bits I'll go and tidy up. That I've missed. And then we'll call it quits. So a little bit later finishing than usual. So I don't like leaving the finishing off the stream with a job half done. I always prefer to get the job finished before we finish up. So I think for next stream we'll I don't think we'll be putting any more crops in this year now. We've got some barley and canola. So these two fields can probably wait until... Brown Nose Bear, thank you very much for the subscription and I hope you enjoy the content. We'll probably leave these two fields now until next year. We can get this one ploughed ready We do have the, I think we've got weeds in the barley field that will need spraying before we move on to the next month. And then next time we've got some see what we can sell, see if we can get enough money to decide what we'll do with the silage, whether we'll just sell it as it is for now or see if we can get enough money to get a BGA. I think I've got a little bit over here on me somewhere, although it's probably not worth wasting the diesel to come and get it for how much it'll probably be here. I'm sure there was a little bit over here I missed. Oh, there it is. Dale saying, yeah, the way the side movement you get with the articulator is really annoying. Yeah, I don't like the fact that it kind of centres itself so easy. Right, so that's all our sugar beet done. We'll go and take this back, get it cleaned off and get it put away, and then we'll call it quits for tonight. So how much we got in the silo? 532,000 litres in the silo, plus what Stevie's got in that trailer.
8,845.
So I reckon we must have took at least 250,000 litres over to the processor, so
I think we've got more than 1 million in total.
yeah, we've got a lot anyway.
We need to remember to feed the animals to next time.
Yeah, I won't skip through time, I'll leave it on times. So what I'll probably do is, before we start off next time, is just go around and check everything before we skip through to the next month. And maybe next time we do sugar beet, we'll either try and see if we can upgrade the harvester, or how did you fit this in there?
We gotta
Yeah,
fold it
fold
up.
the harvester.
Is it not folded up? Ah, there we go. That'll be why. I thought I'd folded it all up already. It was just the header. There we go, that's better. How are the trees doing anyway? Have they actually started growing yet?
I don't think they were. Maybe they did now since we skipped that much time.
I've never even checked to see what we was doing on the oh, they have. They're on the first growth stage, or I don't know, the spruce trees, they're a bit weird. They're kind of up 3 different growth stages. Just jump massively between each stage. So yeah, they won't be ready probably for another 12 months probably. But we'll have some forestry to do in the future. I'll make sure I get in sideways so I don't send the tractor halfway across the map. So yeah, that's us all done for this evening. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you have, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. We'll be back next Wednesday for the same time, 8 PM UK time, 9 PM Central European time, and whichever that works out for your part of the world. Unfortunately, I don't know all the different time zones. So big thank you to Stevie and Storm for coming on to help out again.
No problem, anytime.
And if you want to watch the time lapse from tonight's stream and previous streams, then check out Stevie's channel, Steve 4K Gaming. There's a link in the video description. I'll try and put one in chat now as well, if my commands work. So you can check out Stevie's channel, give him a sub, and you can watch this stream when it's up on his channel in time lapse form, and also catch up on the previous streams if you've missed them, on the progress we've made here on Calm Lands so far. So yeah, plenty done tonight with the silage and sugar beet harvest. So again, yeah, we'll be back next week. A big thank you again to everyone that's participated in the chat as well. I really appreciate taking the time to come and sit and watch, and enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.